Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Reading from the seventh canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the glories of Lord Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj. Because Prahlad was a pure devotee, he was a Mahabhagavat, so he was not interested in playing, he was not interested in anything but his Lord Krishna. It says that everywhere he looked, he would see Krishna. He would see everyone as Krishna conscious, except himself. He was wondering how all the people of the world were so much absorbed in the tripti, in the sense gratification, because Prahlad, he was getting directly his happiness from serving the Supreme Lord. So this is the sign of the Mahabhagavat. Actually, Prabhupada, when he was 6 years old, he wanted to do the Rath Yatra, Lord Jagannath. So he begged his father, please give me a Rath cart. I want to do Rath Yatra. So his father hired some kirtan singers and got him a Rath car. He fixed it up. And he had a Rath Yatra at the age of 6. He also was worshipping his own Radha and Krishna deities. So all these are the sign of pure devotee. That his play was to be serving Krishna. Those who are absorbed in sense gratification, they think that, well, the devotees, they're crazy, and the devotees, they are who are absorbed in serving Krishna. They think those who are after sense gratification, they're crazy. So Prabhupada wrote a small booklet, Who is Crazy? So it's quite interesting because who is really crazy is an interesting point. Now, when you realize that we're not the body, we're the pure spirit soul, and the spirit soul by nature is the eternal servitor of Krishna, then it makes perfect sense that we engage in Krishna service. But if we are filled with, if we think we're the body, then we think that, well, if the body is very comfortable, if the body has a lot of sense gratification, then I'll be happy. But in spite of all these facilities for the sense gratification, still the conditioned soul doesn't feel happy. Hiranyakashipu, he conquered the whole universe, and he was in charge of all the devas, and he was really not by the law of the Krishna, of the Shastra, not by the Brahmas, but by his own whim. So he was a tyrant, and he was causing people to suffer a lot. But he was not healthy. He was not satisfied. He always wanted more. He was always afraid. Also, because his elder brother was killed by Rahadev, so Hiranyaksha. So he was afraid that Vishnu will come and maybe he'll kill me. So like this, he was always afraid. And he was also, in any case, even the senses are gratified because we're the soul. We're not, we're different in the body. That the soul does not get satisfied. It's like if you have a car and a driver, you put diesel or petrol in the car, the driver, he needs some, you leave those some rice or some food, sand or something. So his food is different. He can't live on diesel or petrol. In the same way, we're the Atma, and our body is our vehicle. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Yanta Jodani Maya, that this body is a yanta, a machine made of the material nature. So naturally we're different than the machine. So we have our own requirement of food. So that also is, the Atma is only satisfied when it's serving Krishna. So the Mahabhagavats, it's very rare to see them in the material world. They are happy because they are serving Krishna, and they're not interested in a sense gratification. So we have the example of Prahlad Maharaj. Although he was born in a family of demons, but he was a devotee. He was a pure devotee. He was a topmost devotee. So his example shows us that anyone can be a pure devotee. So if we follow in the footsteps of Prahlad, somehow Lord Chaitanya, when he came, all the different devotees from different ages, they also took part in his pastime. Maharaj, he was actually Hanuman, like that. So many devotees, they came. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was actually Brihaspati. So like that, different devotees came and took out different roles. So, like that, Lord Chaitanya, he came to unite all the devotees in Krishna service. He's Krishna in the form of the devotee. Here they have the Lord Chaitanya, but they put it with so many other saints, great souls, but they don't know that Lord Chaitanya is, he's actually in Kali Yuga, Lord comes as a Channa avatar. He comes as a disguised incarnation. So Lord Chaitanya came as this disguise as a devotee. But actually he's Krishna, who wants to experience what it's like to be a devotee. So the Lord can do anything. So if he wants, he can also be his own devotee. So he has a purpose. One external purpose is to establish the Yuga Dharma. Yuga Dharma is chanting the holy names. The intermediate purpose is to be a devotee and to experience what it's like to be a devotee. The third one is very confidential. So he had different pastimes. So we were very fortunate. He appeared only 500 years ago, and he also visited South India. He visited to Tamilnadu. he visited Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and so by his putting his lotus feet, he gave a great blessing to all these places. So we can also take his shelter. He gives us the chanting of Hare Krishna and says, please chant, and like this you'll achieve all perfection, all success. So Prahlad, although he was in a Satyuga, he was many years ago, he also chanted Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So this is his greatness, that he always was thinking of Krishna. So like that. Narasimha is also a form of Krishna. He appears to give his protection to remove all the obstacles from his pure devotees of path of devotional service. So we also try to take the shelter, take the example of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. By taking his example, we can also explain what it is, how wonderful it is to be a devotee of the Lord. So it's not difficult. It's very easy as the stage of Kali, because he can become a devotee by chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it says, and this verse also, it quotes the Brahma Samhita, that is with the salve of love, the bhakti, that now where to buy this, where to get this salve? We're here in the Ayurvedic pharmacy, and they're here in the hospital. But here, do they sell that salve at the pharmacy? Please go and buy me some. I want all this is according to this very big city. How many drugstores there? Can you buy this salve, this ointment? By putting on your eyes, you'll see Krishna everywhere. Can you? No. That you have to buy. You have to get from the pure devotees. So Prabhupada was very merciful. He gave this ointment to devotees, and Prahlad Maharaj, he has handed down this ointment. So if you put our eyes on the ointment of love, then you can chant purely, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prahlad was very happy to tell the glories of Krishna. We should also be very happy. We should not feel dry. They were telling the glories of Krishna. I'm surprised. You say, if he is out in heaven, then we feel dry. uh, eventually he said, I developed a taste, and then by chanting the glories of Krishna, by saying the pastimes of Krishna, by glorifying Krishna, you will feel some happiness. So, if you really feel Krishna, then you can also get rid of the various anarthas, or various obstacles in your path. So, actually, to tell the glories of Krishna is a very glorious thing. But maybe you're feeling, oh, I'm out for the tell. I thought was that I was chanting one day. One time I was chanting 32 rounds, and I was very proud that I was chanting so many rounds every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare 32 rounds. And then Prabhupada, he was at the tunnel, so he came out. He said, what are you doing here? I said, I am chanting 32 rounds. I thought Prabhupada was very happy. He said, why are you doing that? He said, chant 16 rounds, you won't preach. If you stay here, who'll preach? So, like that, he 16 rounds is must, but beyond that, he said, go and preach. So, you hope that you very soon develop a taste, so that by preaching the message of Krishna, you'll also not feel dry, you'll feel very enthusiastic. When I was in, as you know, a few years ago, I came to the Pune Yatra, and so all the doctors had brought me down to the hospital. They said, no, you shouldn't go because you're sick. And but their professor, he came and said, you're all doctors. You like to be in the hospital because this is your workplace, this is your environment. He's a preacher. He likes to preach. And he's happy, he'll cure fast. So please let him go. So because their medical guru told them, then they let me go. And so I could go. Although I was taken by ambulance all to Pune. I was very happy to have association from His Holiness Radha Swami and His Holy Holiness and His Holiness Chandra Swami and thousands of devotees. So it was very encouraging. So, like that, you know that if you get bit by the pitching bug, then you can't give it up. No matter what, you want to tell the glories of Krishna. You want to share others. And so, some have it, like, so we have to start for that. How do you go? What is that question, Brian?
Vrishni Palak Prabhu from Gurgaon.
Vrishni Palak.
Gurgaon.
Gurgaon. The village of the Guru. Haribo. Let's all give Vrishni Palak a blessing by chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, if we think that, of course, to live in this material world means a certain amount of sense gratification you cannot avoid. Our senses are designed so that things that are good for us, generally, they're pleasant. and things which are not good, they cause us pain. Like poison, they say is very bitter. And of course, someone wanted to write down what the taste of cyanide was. So for science. So just at the he took cyanide, and then he wrote down S and died. So is it sweet, sour, salty? We don't know. It's S. So like that, we don't want to waste our life. So if we know that the holy name is giving us the highest pleasure, so that we don't think that material things are our ultimate shelter. But like if you eat a meal, you feel good. You can't avoid that. If you eat too much, you feel sick. Right?
Yes.
So there's some happiness which you are born to get. If you're a grihasta, you have children, you may feel happiness in the association of your wife. But later, of course, in this material world, everything is mixed. If your child is sick, you'll feel some anxiety. What to do? My child is sick. Take to the hospital, take the doctor, and then shall you tell me, oh, you're good, like that. There's happiness, sadness. So Krishna said we should tolerate. It's part of the material world. Just like there's a sito sna sukha, there's a sikha, there's winter, there's summer, and in the same way happiness and distress. But the devotee, he doesn't think that these things are very important. They are going to be there, but they're not the ultimate. So that's what Rishabdev, he told his 100 sons. He told them that they should try to be Krishna conscious, because as a Krishna conscious person, you can taste unlimited spiritual happiness. But as in the material world, even the hogs and dogs, they're also enjoying their senses. Sometimes they enjoy, sometimes they suffer. So this sensual thing, we don't think it's very important. We can't avoid some basic things, but so that means we don't think that this is our ultimate shelter. So that's by understanding in that way, we tolerate our happiness and tolerate the distress. Maharaj, what do you want to say? What is it?
Should talk to the department in charge, the kitchen department. Put some rules and regulations, play Prabhupada's tape, and institute some standard.
Department head is here only.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Nanda Pran Prabhu.
So you heard from the Maharaj's mouth that there should be some standard in the Deity's kitchen where everyone is basically talking about Krishna and should be chanting, and if they're seeing other things, then it's not a proper environment to be cooking for the Lord. Also, we should think that the kitchen is like the altar, that the Lord is watching how we're cooking. So if we're in the kitchen and we're talking some gossip, Krishna will also see you. And so please, while you're cooking for Krishna, you concentrate and think of Krishna always. Haribol.
Maharaj, from Gurgaon, the devotees are saying that they are watching, 10 devotees are watching in a place and they want your blessings.
Who are those 10 devotees? What are their names?
Names, I don't know. Madhav Kanta Prabhu, headed by Madhav Kanta Prabhu.
Tell me the names of the devotees. I'll send a special blessing. When he says, Sandalali Yuge, we understand that means all the Chatra yugas, all the 900 and all the 1,000 yugas, which appear in one day of Brahma. So, in the Kali Yuga, he's Chanda Avatar, and in Kali Yuga, he's manifest. He comes one day, one yuga as Krishna, the original personality, once in the day of Brahma. But other yugas he comes in his Vishnu extension, like this state of Raha, cult day, so that day of Brahma where state of Raha appeared. So like that, there's also other yuga, like the Balaji Srinivas. Prabhupada said he is the incarnation from the previous Kali Yuga. So he came in disguise as Srinivas Govinda. So, but he's actually Lord himself, he's Vishnu. And he married the Hiravati or Chayasita, who is known as Padmavati. But the real Lakshmi at that time was, she's upset because Rigu had kicked the Lord, and she couldn't tolerate that. Why is the Lord kicked by some rishi? So she left Vaikuntha and she was in, what's that place called? Coimbatore in Maharaj. So, like that, in the yugas, it says Lord Rama came in Chaitanya Yuga, Lord Krishna came in Dwapara Yuga, and also every yuga something comes. But then usually the Krishna, not Krishna, the some Vishnu avatar. So, most of the avatars are expansions of the Kiradakshai Vishnu, and he comes, but sometimes Lord Rama comes, and sometimes Krishna comes. So Krishna comes, that's very special. And sometimes after Krishna, Lord Chaitanya comes, and he gives out freely of Krishna. So we want to take the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and utilize it. Haribol.
There are 7 Spanish devotees, Latin devotees are watching, so they also want your blessings. Dinanath from Russia, Gopeshwar from Argentina, Leela Shakti from Venezuela, Madhavi from Atlanta, Maitreyi Gopi from Argentina, Manohar Sham from Kuala Lumpur, Seva Swarup from Mexico, and all the Spanish devotees are reading your English transcriptions.
Krishna Madhyastu, Krishna Madhyaro. Blessings. You see, the Devas, they said, and they prayed to Lord Chaitanya. They said that we don't have any problems in the heavenly place. Only two. Sometimes we're attacked by demons, and sometimes things are so favorable for sensuality that we forget to worship you. So, like this, we want to please don't deprive us of your mercy. So, why favorable? Sometimes the people who are very much, say, a very nice situation, they also fear Krishna. So, they think, well, I can be very happy. I don't need Krishna. But when the money runs out, then they think, oh, I want, or if there's some danger, and then they think about Krishna. So usually if there's some difficulty, it's easier to remember Krishna. It's easier. I don't know what's the problem. Some negative situation. We think, oh, this is so hellish. I want to take the shelter of Krishna. I want to grab on his lotus feet. So Prabhupada said we should grab on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and hold tight. So if there's difficulty, that shouldn't be a problem. As Bhakti-Thakur said, Vidvade Samvade, Jivanin Varne, Afida Tuvatade, Nanda Kishore. Haribo. The internal attitude. This is the last question except for internet. Well, we should, of course, Lord Krishna told to Arjuna that you should be the Nidhi trainer. You should be the instrument in my hands. So like that, if we are also taking the shelter of Krishna, if we are surrendering to Krishna using as an instrument, like before the class, I found that it's very good to say the mantra, Bhaga Karoti Da Chala, Bhagula Gai Tegam, Tat Kita Talan Mande, and say Ramana Madhava, or whatever. So, Krishna, by his mercy, he can use me as an instrument. He can speak to me. Sometimes, like devotees, I may be first time to something, and some devotee, he'll come out and say, how do you know my problem? Who told you? How do you know? Someone told you. I don't know anything. It was just somehow Krishna uses me. So we should just surrender. And how Krishna uses us, we don't know, but that's that is there. So, like that, we should be open to just surrender Krishna and ask him to use us as an instrument. If we think that, oh, I'm very learned, I'll give a good class, we are lost for words. But if we surrender Krishna, then he can speak to us. And then we can be, somehow he can answer every question. We can speak, although it's all Christian mercy. So we should also be very much grateful to Guru and Krishna. It's by their mercy that the dumb are able to cross, able to be orators and the lame and cross these mountains. some people say the next day. I was with Prabhupada when he said, do it on the day after. That's Childasi. So, either one, I guess, Dwadasi or Childasi. But as far as I know, he said Childasi. But High Jury said Dwadasi. So, you have to fast as soon as you know, oh, you broke Ekadasi. The rest of the day you should fast from the grains, pulses, or cereals. And then, say the 15th of the day of the moon, you also observe Ekadasi. So that way you can achieve, you can pay a debt of Ekadasi. But you should, like Prabhupada told me, please see the Manjika, see the calendar every day. So we should know when it's Ekadasi and ahead of time. There's no excuse. This morning was a very difficult time to break Ekadasi. They said 10:02 to 10:15. So they had 15 minutes. I was in LA one time, and they had 1 minute run. So he said, wherever I am, look at a clock, phone me up, tell me when. And he called up and said, you had 60 seconds, quick, ring there. We had to get ready. We took. But usually it's 7 or 6 in the morning, right in the morning, sunrise to about 9 or 10. But sometimes it's such a time. So you have to also break your Ekadasi at the prior time. This is an individual, I think, because it depends. For some parents, we can also preach to them, and there's no adults. For others, we have to hide from them. So it depends on each individual case. We don't know exactly how these parents are, if they're favorable, if they're against, or they're just ignorant. So, like one case, the whole family was against this girl, but the father, he came as had some kind of I don't know what he had, but he was in a coma. So, because he was in coma, he was in Buenos Aires. So his daughter was working. She was living with her husband in the UK, and he was the manager of the Holiness restaurant in the whole street. So she came down. When she walked in, the sister said, "You and your Hare Krishna, are you? What are you doing, Father? What are you doing now? All your religion? What are you doing, Father? You go." She said, "Well, let me try. Let's see." Yeah. So then she started to read Bhagavad Gita. And the sister said, "Look at Father smiling. He's smiling." And the wife said, "No, he hasn't smiled for 10 years. No, really, he's smiling." He looked, "Mama mia. What are you doing?" "I'm reading Bhagavad Gita." And as long as he read Bhagavad Gita, he was smiling. As soon as I stopped, so the sister and mother, everyone started chanting, started to read also. So, like that, sometimes, in the case of all these family members were in Calcutta one family. They were against, but somehow the father, he was very much against, but he saw some guys come, big hairy bodies, black, with ropes, and suddenly he said, "Give me these, I want to chant, I don't need to no one else saw. He saw some southern people come, and suddenly he changed. And the last 2 days, he was very Krishna conscious. So, the daughter, please, the daughter is not disciple. Please read to me. I want to hear Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Give me these. So, the daughter thought maybe he saw the Yamadutas. So he had what do you call it? Change of heart. So after that, everybody was very healthy. How that become Krishna conscious. So we have to be very much convinced. If the parents love us, they'll see we're healthy, and they'll be also very healthy. But there are all different kinds of flavors and types of parents, so it's hard to just say. But somehow, like some, they also appreciate if you. Sometimes they like to listen to their children, because they think all the children are just kids. I can't listen to them. But you can invite some seniors, same level as your father or mother, and they can also go and visit as friends, go and visit and talk. And they invite them to come over, take out dinner, stuff like that. And then they see that, they're also devotees, and they have all the things we have. They have a house, they have a car, they have whatever. So sometimes the direct approach doesn't work, sometimes indirect. But you can see what will work with the parents. Something will work. How do you go? Sometimes I have one disciple, the father was saying, "You're young people. Why are you worshiping Radha and Krishna? You should enjoy like go see a cinema. You're healthy." I said, "Father, we're very happy. We're happy worshiping Radha and Krishna together." So later, he retired from America. He was a scientist, and he made lots of money, crores of rupees. He had built a three-story house in Bangalore. He was a Brahmana. He married his daughters, all the things. But he retired. He tried to go to the temples, but so the brother said, "Why you don't go to the temples?" He said, "Well, I try to go, but I've been thinking how to invest the money for so long. Unit trust, or fixed deposit, or stock market. So like this, I don't know. It's hard for me to concentrate. I'm always thinking of my money." He said, "You can't take it with you. Why you just think of, you should fix the money in Krishna." Well, there's also the children get married. All your daughters are married. I know that I have grandchildren. Now, your parents, your own children, they'll take care of their grandchildren. You should just focus. But if you couldn't focus, and instead he passed away. So his child said, "I failed my parents. What should I do?" And so I said, "Well, if you get back to Krishna, he attends also get free ticket. And you can also, you can also do a pindi for them at some holy place at Gaya. And you can also try to help them by sending them Krishna Prasad at the doing some pious activity and offering that to the Prabhupadas. So like this, all the children, the one who helps the parents when they have passed away, even if they're not devotees, they're called the Suputra or Suputri, and like that, we try to make them devotee before, but sometimes it's not possible. So we help them afterwards.